Hi, my name is Jen Rowe, and I'm the Enterprise Sales Director at KnowledgeNet.ai. I want to share with you how to uncover people within your network that know people at your targets right now, so you can leverage a path to warm introductions versus cold outreach. KnowledgeNet does two things. We sync your email and we sync your LinkedIn. The more people we sync across your company, the bigger the network. We create a visual representation or map that shows interactions, which are emails or meetings for the last year and could go back up to 10 years, and your LinkedIn connections to leverage your network to get to the right people. KnowledgeNet also has prospect discovery. Similar to a data enrichment site, we source from 7 different data sources that determine someone's mobile number, their email, their personal email, their personality. Everything that you need is in prospect discovery. Now, we all use a CRM, and if we don't, we're familiar with Excel. But with most CRM or Excel, you have to be responsible for entering that data. We're only human, we make mistakes, and we don't always enter it on time. So the information is unreliable. KnowledgeNet is AI, so it's always reliable. We also give you AI-generated insights, personality disc profiles sourced from LinkedIn and any of your online presence, and giving you the ability to ask AI questions like, how do I cold call this person based on their personality? How do I write an email to this person based on their personality? How do I negotiate with this person? And generated emails based on the person's personality to generate a response. KnowledgeNet is unlike any technology out there. Most technologies require adoption, time spent to adopt this technology, and require you to stop what you're doing in your workspace at the time to go to that process and learn a new process. KnowledgeNet is very different. KnowledgeNet is an extension that works in your browser and an add-in that works in your email. And it can be accessible no matter what you're doing. So unlike most technologies, our AI is going to adapt to you and your current process, meaning you don't have to change your process at all to suit this technology. This technology suits you. So the adoption rate is extremely high. And as someone who loves technology and is the last to adopt it, because I don't like change, I am obsessed with KnowledgeNet because it allows me to keep doing what I'm doing, and it's surfacing invaluable insights that I would have never had without KnowledgeNet. In this example, we're in the Pipedrive CRM, but this could be that you're on a LinkedIn profile, that you're emailing someone within your Outlook or Gmail account, and you need information about that person. KnowledgeNet provides information about if that person's visited your website. What did they click on? Do you have anyone at your company that's communicated to this person or company? What was the communication? What is the information about this company speak on podcasts? How much revenue do they have? When were they private or public? What is the news articles about this company? The most important thing here, though, are these maps. So if I was trying to get to the company speak on podcasts, I would first look at my connection path. Now, for a moment, for this example, let's just pretend that I'm no longer Jen, I'm Thierry. If I'm Thierry, it's showing me that my best path to their co-founder at Speak On Podcast is through James Alvord, who works at Versatile. Thierry and James, myself and James, have had 343 emails. And James and Jacob have met before and also exchanged emails. So it sounds like James knows Jacob pretty well. So I would actually either pick up the phone and ask James if he knows him, or I would use AI to write an introduction email for me to James asking for that introduction to Jacob. Now, there's values here that LinkedIn just doesn't have. The first one being that you're not just leveraging your own network, you're leveraging your entire teams. The second value is LinkedIn only leverages LinkedIn. We're leveraging LinkedIn and interactions. The third value is, let's say whoever's on the other end of this YouTube channel, that I wanted to get to you on LinkedIn and our mutual connection is John Doe. Well, I don't know John Doe. I don't know how he knows you. KnowledgeNet does. KnowledgeNet provides that information. Jen, you know James because you've met with him. Or Jen, you've worked with James, so that's how you know James. And James knows Jacob because they've met before, or they used to work together 3 years ago. This is exactly how you can leverage your network. I cannot tell you how many times, if I was a betting woman, I'm doing a demo. They say, go to this prospect site. I want to see what you can find. I would say, I know no one in food and beverage, or I know no one in, I don't know, innovation. And I would look at this company and I would know 3 people to get to that CEO. It's one of those things where it's constantly feeding you information that you would have never known without it. The second map is the interactions. This is sharing who from your company has interacted with the company you're trying to prospect. And the thicker the line, the stronger the connection based on the number of interactions. So unlike a CRM where you're looking through buried activity history, KnowledgeNet surfaces instantly, allowing your brain to digest through this visual representation who knows who and how and who's communicated it to. Now, I'm going to give you a real example. We are on my LinkedIn page. KnowledgeNet gives you someone's personality. Where are we pulling this? LinkedIn is just one spot that we're pulling this. I actually asked my colleague, I'm not very active on LinkedIn. How is it pulling the data? Well, what about your online presence? I said, all my social media is private. He said he didn't ask about social media. What about your online presence? I Googled my name and I came across the org, which I've never been a part of, and saw that someone wrote this up about me. So whether we know it or not, we have an online presence. And KnowledgeNet is pulling your personality based on adjectives being used about you, the order in which words are used, etc. And this is pretty accurate. And it is very shocking at how different one person is from the next when you run these reports. Why would I use this? Well, I use it all the time. How do I win a deal with Jen? Engage on the big, inspiring ideas to capture interest. Accurate. Cold call Jen. Hi, Jen. This is so-and-so calling. Have you had a great day, et cetera, et cetera. The enthusiasm and everything is accurate. But if I did this for someone that's analytical, doesn't like small talk, wants to keep it professional, it's an entirely different setup. And that's where this becomes extremely invaluable. Now, if I wanted to, I could get my mobile number. I can see other email addresses. I can see files that I've exchanged from my email when I'm in LinkedIn to Jen, as it organizes everything from my email. And I'm also able to get additional information. So for example, if I wanted to know how to get to someone at KnowledgeNet, let's just say that I was looking for someone specific and it wasn't Jen. I actually want to get to their owner. So similar to like a Zoom info or something like that, we're using KnowledgeNet to source from 7 different data sources to find data. And what we can do is we can actually source that information just like this. I can also use filters to find specific things. But as I mentioned, I want to find the CEO. So I go to Medi, I'm getting his information. I can get his personality. I can see if I have any connection paths to him. And that is how I would leverage getting to the right person. All from LinkedIn, from a website, from my email, it doesn't matter. When you're in your email though, I will say it is nice because you can actually see the history of where someone worked. And as a referral only business, I am getting referrals all the time because I simply ask for them. Hey, I noticed you worked at NASCAR. Can you introduce me to the head of sales there? Sure. Introduction is done. Would I have known when I'm emailing my friend Mike that he used to work at NASCAR unless I had access to this in my email? No, because I wouldn't have gone to LinkedIn. Now, in KnowledgeNet, we also have the ability to find additional companies or people. Unlike Zoom Info, where you have filters and you're limited to filters, KnowledgeNet's incorporated AI to actually find stuff that's more specific and out of the ordinary, right? Or outside of those filters. And an example I did with a client today was he wanted to find CEOs within a specific range and within a specific place. KnowledgeNet will do that for you. I said within 60 miles, it could be anything, right? And I can actually find all the CEOs that I'm looking for that specific place. And I can click into each one of them to find out information. Now, one of the things that we also do is we actually find and can run projects for you. For example, here's our entire client list. We want to know anyone with this title that's moved jobs to a new company in the last 12 months. Why would you run that report? So that you can pick up the phone and say, hey, Jen, we used to work together a year ago. You were my client. Do you want to be my client again at this company? Very easy to do, right? Another one would be that we work on a project and identify your target companies and who those target companies are, who the people are that you should speak to and their contact information, and the warm introductions to those people. And we give this to you in an Excel file so that you have that gold mine to mine for yourself. That is a quick overview of KnowledgeNet. I would love to show you more because there's so much more that you can do. If you'd like to see it, please email me, jen.rowe, R-O-W-E, at knowledgenet.ai, or you can call me on my cell, 404-242-6949. Look forward to speaking to you soon.